What's up? So the next one I want to talk about in this series, and of course if you haven't seen the series, I encourage it, here is to talk about now this notion that there is no such thing as an unresourceful person. There is just unresourceful states, that people have all that they need to achieve whatever they want. So I want to talk about this. This is a powerful presupposition. Excuse me. But I also remember this when I first learned it. I was so I was not in a good place in my life. I did not have the right vibration, whatever it was, whatever you want to communicate was going on in my being. And I heard that message and I was like, screw you, man. Don't tell me I have everything I need. And I went down this pity road of look at where I am, And it was a hard one to swallow for a while. So wherever you are in your journey, just know I've been in all types of places too. And the notion here is there's no such thing as an unresourceful person. Now, depending on who you follow or what you watch, there's a bunch of people that are starting to discover that we all have access to all the states that any human being has available to us if we learn to tap in to that emotion. Or to tap into that state, right? To step into a process which can be learned, right? Usually it happens externally. How do you think you learn something? Or how do you think you experience something? Externally something happens and then you shift, but you can actually do it internally, which is being in control of your mind, changing your state. And you start to find out very quickly that by changing your state, you can claim all types of different results. When you have the ability to change your state. It can be very simple to change your state, or it can be very complex, right? There's a lot of factors that we talk about here, but the notion is the same. You have access to all levels of states, and if you can step into one that is resourceful, then you can gain things that any human can gain. The journey is to step into that state, right? Now, let's give an example, a concrete example. I can tell you countless examples of people who believe that they cannot learn something, right? I can't learn a foreign language. I can't do this. My son yesterday about chopsticks, he wanted to use chopsticks and couldn't figure it out. But when you shift the state that the person is in, for example, I can't, to having them find curiosity in the process. How can you be curious about chopsticks, to my son? How can you be curious about a foreign language? How do you derive curiosity? And if you can become curious about a topic, I guarantee you will learn about that topic, right? Now, what did I do? I changed my state, how I perceive things, how I stepped into the arena. So what this statement is if you start to realize that human beings have access to all ranges of emotions, but we don't tap into them. And most humans do not know how to tap into them consciously. However, when you step into the appropriate state, a resourceful state, you can gain resourceful results. So we all have the ability, right? It's not that we're unresourceful as a person, it's that we're in an unresourceful state, and we can easily begin to change it when we know how.